Welcome to our Nini SR channel.
I don't know how to feel right now, after knowing that my miracle was already married and divorced and also today was her birthday. I felt somehow hurt to know that I was late in her life, but I relived that we have had a whole life to be together. My miracle cut the call with her family and went into my kitchen to have some water. I can see that the call did not end well. I walked downstairs and looked at her typing something on her phone. She looks up, and her eyes meet mine when she feels my presence in the kitchen. "Are you okay?" I asked her as I walked toward her. Even though I feel so sad, I don't want her to feel sad on her own birthday. She nodded her head at me, but I know she's not. It showed all over her face that she was not okay. I stood in front of her and pulled her toward me, holding her to me. She placed her head on my shoulder and she took a deep breath. "Are you okay?" I heard her voice ask me lowly. I know what she is talking about. She wants to know how I feel about what she told me. Actually, I can't say I'm not okay with knowing that she told me about her past. I feel okay to find out about it from her. If, in the future, I get to know about it from someone else, I have a whole right to be mad at her. So I'm okay to know about my miracle. "Yes," I said and caressed her back. I saw her shoulder relax, and she pulled away from our hug. She smiled at me. A real smile. I leaned in to crash my lips on hers. She kisses me back. We move from my kitchen to the couch as we kiss. I broke our kiss and sat on my couch and pulled her toward me by her waist, to make her sit on my lap. "So," she asked. She placed her hand on my shoulder and looked at me. I place my hands on her hips and caress her hips to her thighs. She is on my lap and my hand on her skin makes me want to do so many things. But I don't know if she is ready for them. "Do you have any wishes?" I asked as I put my hand into her shirt and felt her skin. She looks at my eyes and leans her head on my neck and kisses my neck. "Actually I have one," she whispered on my neck, and she licked my neck. "What's that?" I asked her as I caressed her back and felt her soft skin. She moans on my neck, makes my members twitch hard. I think she felt it under her, because she started to move her hips and grind on me. Her hand moves from my shoulder and moves toward my shaft. She placed her palm on my hard shaft and moved her head back to look at me. "First let me finish what I started," she said and started to kiss me as she palmed me. I moved my hand on her body and caressed her side and slowly pulled her t-shirt up. She moves away from our kiss, and she removes her t-shirt and throws it away and sits still on my lap half naked. I let my hands feel her whole body. She guided me to where to touch and kiss her. We kiss and touch till we are both naked. I lifted her in my arms and took her to my bed. For the next 2 hours, we both soaked in our sweat like we ran a marathon and my room echoed with our moans and skin clasping. "So, about that wish?" I asked as I played with her hair. She hummed into my chest as she poked my chest. We both lay on my bed naked after finishing our 4 rounds. "What is that?" I asked. She looked up to look at me. Her legs move on my thighs and her toe is playing with mine. "I just want to finish my dream painting," she stated. I nodded my head at her, and we talked about when she planned to finish that. Later that night, I cooked her favorite dinner for her. We talk and laugh and kiss a lot. I didn't wish her a happy birthday till we finished eating. I was planning on wishing her just before her birthday ended as make my wishes as her last for this year. After we finished our dinner, she started to prepare for our movie night. "We are not going to watch a movie tonight," I said as I grabbed a pillow from her hand and held her hand. After half an hour of walking, we sat on the sand and looked at the waves in front of her. That's when she started to tell me about her ex-husband. When she first said to me it was her best friend's brother, I didn't expect he would be one of the top 5 multi-billionaires. She even told me about what her full name was and also about her family. It was all because of me that she got into that Hughes family. Like she said, I might have to hear her mother's thoughts to get to know about her affair with Hughes. When my childhood mouth spilled that truth in front of everyone, Loxley's father divorced his wife and left the country and left them alone. That's when Loxley's stepfather reached them and married Loxley's mother. That's how she got into that family. I felt so guilty to know that all because of me. She told me about how she fell in love with her ex-husband during her college period. They got divorced because they didn't have time for each other after marriage. Her ex-husband was in the next line of his family business, so he never had any time for Loxley. So they divorced on mutual terms. After she finished telling me everything, we stayed silent as I hugged her in my arms. I can feel that she felt so awful talking about her past relationship with me. I felt a vibration in my pocket and took my phone out to see if it was an alarm. I set out to wish her. In 5 minutes it would be midnight. Loxley, I called out to her. She turns her face toward me and I sit in front of her. I held her hand in my trembling hands. Are you okay? Why's your hand shaking? She asked as she looked at me concerned. I don't why I'm so nervous about wishing her a happy birthday and giving her a gift. Happy birthday, my miracle, I said finally without shuddering. She looks so surprised, and she leans to kiss me and pulled away from me to say thank you. Before she asked me anything, I took out the gift for her from my pocket and held it in front of her face.